following both Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis winning their respective matches at £140. The WBO has now made Keyshawn Davis the #1 contender for Shakur Stevenson's WBO £140 belt. Now, this is maybe a bit of a weird decision, and maybe a decision to sort of test each guy's gangster, where Shakur and Keyshawn both said publicly they will not fight each other, and maybe the WBO wants to force these guys into a situation where, you know, they want one of them to be the champion for their division, no doubt, because both of them are big names, both of them have got a lot of momentum right now, and both of their next fights will likely be quite a big one. Of course, Shakur is the bigger star out of the two of them, but Keyshawn arguably is more marketable, right? So the WBO have sort of put themselves in a win-win situation by this, where if by some miracle Shakur decides to fight Keyshawn as a mandatory challenger, then that's a huge fight. Or you strip Shakur and Keyshawn fights for a vacant belt, and then you could potentially line up Keyshawn to be your new world champion. And of course, Keyshawn was WBO world champion at £135, so likely does have a bit of a relationship with the governors and commissioning body there, and the high-ranking seniors there. So it makes sense that he's getting preferential treatment. This always happens in boxing and is not new, and your favourite boxers are not a stranger to this sort of treatment, right? But I think it's likely that these two won't fight. Shakur will probably vacate the WBO belt, and then Keyshawn probably fights for a vacant belt. And I'm not mad at it, because again, when I see that, I'm thinking, well, that's clearly what the WBO is trying to achieve, where they're just going to strip Shakur and have Keyshawn fight for a vacant belt. Like that's obviously what they want to do, because I think everyone and their mother knows that unless it's going to be an insane amount of money, Shakur v Keyshawn aren't fighting yet, and likelihood is both of those guys are too early in their careers to really be getting those sort of paydays, because their level of celebrity is not up there yet. Shakur is a big name, granted, Shakur is a big name, but Keyshawn's just not there yet, but I've got no doubt that he will get there eventually, but he's not there yet. So it's unlikely that fight happens, and if Keyshawn gets made a mandatory for Shakur, Shakur will just vacate, and they'll book Keyshawn for a vacant title fight, with no doubt in a fight that he'll probably win. I'll probably make a video about that if that does happen and that gets confirmed, and who the WBO mandate for Keyshawn to fight for that world title. I would be super interested to see that. But when you saw that news that Keyshawn got made the WBO #1 contender for Shakur Stevenson's WBO £140 belt, what did you think was going to happen? Do you think that the two maybe were going to fight, or is Shakur going to vacate? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.